Our Earth will become a dead planet one day not far from now. Why is that? In the last 20 years, the temperature of the Earth has been increasing every day. The reason is this: humanity has been cutting down all the forests and hunting wildlife to the point of extinction. Wildlife is very important for the forests. They urinate, defecate, and when they die, they provide fertilizer for the plants, which grow into habitats that produce food for all species. Additionally, trees are the lungs of the Earth, generating oxygen for us to breathe. 90% of the roofs we live under are made of metal sheets. When sunlight shines down, these metal roofs radiate immense heat. Furthermore, tall buildings made of glass reflect sunlight, creating billions of miniature suns that heat the Earth even more. Billions of cars and motorbikes emit carbon dioxide and release heat. Moreover, air conditioners expel heat outside. Factories in industrial zones emit heat daily, while the paved roads, made of asphalt, generate heat when exposed to sunlight. All of these factors are causing our planet to warm up day by day. During the summer, the Earth's temperature becomes even hotter, causing forests all over the world to catch fire, high-rise buildings to burn, and vehicles to ignite. The rising temperature leads to the melting of icebergs and glacier in the Arctic and Antarctic, causing sea levels to rise and encroach inland, submerging residential areas and cities. Additionally, seawater contaminates freshwater rivers and rice fields, leading to the death of freshwater fish. Crops and rice fields become salinized and unable to survive. People are left without fresh water to drink and face food shortages. The Earth's temperature is rising, causing more water to evaporate and creating massive clouds. The rainy season arrives with torrential downpours falling from the sky. Heavy rains, accompanied by storms, lead to more powerful tornadoes forming. Hydroelectric dams, filled to capacity, begin to release floodwaters. These dams are like blood vessels in the body bursting, sweeping everything away, submerging homes, and causing landslides in forests and mountains. Death occurs everywhere. People die in droves. The survivors endure unimaginable pain, having lost all their loved ones, left with nothing but empty hands. Famine runs rampant. Tears mix with the sea. Humanity only knows how to benefit itself, resorting to all means to hoard and accumulate wealth, homes for their descendants. But do they realize whether their descendants will even be alive to enjoy these things? The greed, hatred, and delusion of humankind have led the world toward extinction, not far off. So what do we need to do to protect life on this planet? First, we must learn to love our fellow beings. Above all, we must love and protect all creatures and nature. There should be no hatred or resentment towards anyone. Our hearts must remain compassionate and forgiving, even towards those who have wronged or harmed us. We must think, if we harm them, how are we any different from them? Society may shun us, and the law may punish us. Jesus Christ was wrongfully accused and persecuted, wearing a crown of thorns, with hands and feet nailed to the cross. Yet he did not utter a word of blame. Before he died, he looked up to the heavens and asked God to forgive them. The Buddha, in the last days of his life, was also poisoned with a bowl of toxic porridge. He knew it, yet he still ate it. He was compassionate and forgiving, without a word of complaint. We are living in the end times, where death can come at any moment. So what is the point of hoarding wealth? The ancients said, saving others is saving oneself. Saving creatures will bring gratitude. Jesus and the Buddha were strict vegetarians in the past and had an incredibly vast compassion. We should adopt a vegetarian diet to protect the earth. The more people who eat vegetarian, the more farmers will grow vegetables and crops. Trees are the lungs of the earth, providing oxygen for us to breathe. By being vegetarian, you are taking away the butcher's knife from those with evil intentions, helping them become kind-hearted individuals. Let us all be vegetarian together. The fish and meat seller will not be able to sell. When looking at the vegetable seller, we see her selling out quickly. She switches to selling vegetables. The owner of the pig and fish farm finds no buyers for pigs and fish. So he transitions to farming. Trees provide oxygen and life for all beings. Let's eat vegetarian and encourage others to do the same. We shouldn't go to the market to buy fish for release, because after we buy, the fish seller calls the owner of the pond, who brings in another batch of fish to sell. The fish seller earns double money, and the pond owner earns even more. They dig deeper ponds to raise more fish. The food for shrimp, fish, pigs, and chickens is often laced with chemicals and growth hormones for quick profit. Eating these can lead to various diseases, forming cancer, strokes, and other health issues. The waste from animals pollutes rivers and streams, severely contaminating our water sources, which we consume daily, leading to numerous health problems. The Buddha taught, there is no sin heavier than being unfilial, and no blessing greater than giving. The greatest blessing of giving is the life of creatures. When we eat vegetarian, we contribute to the peace of humanity and grant a creature a chance at life, helping it avoid a painful death, leaving behind orphaned offspring. A child loses a parent, a wife loses a husband. When we eat meat, destroying the families of other sentient beings, how can our own families be peaceful? We have families, and so do animals. We love and protect our families. Animals also know how to love and protect theirs. Animals are weak and cannot take revenge on us. But when they die, they are filled with resentment. That resentment is sent to Buddha, to God, to judge us. Whatever we do, whether good or evil, will correspond to the good or bad karma that we have sown and continue to sow.